Hey, how's it going? This is Alan. Thanks for coming back to the channel. We're just gonna bring up another message for you. Please, just a quick reminder, I am in no such shape or form a financial advisor, psychological advisor, anything of those type of classes. So if you do have a problem like a mental health crisis, financial crisis, whatever, please make sure that you follow through with the right channels, okay? Be responsible. And then also, let's make sure that we only take what resonates out of this message and leave out the rest for somebody else to appreciate. Not everything will be for you. So grab your popcorn, grab your drink, and we'll get started, okay? Alright, this guy here is shuffled. I've already shuffled the other one as well. So I'll get one card only instead of three. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more dynamic on this message, right? And my camera is mounted. Hopefully there will be no huge shakes over there. Fruition and realization of dreams. Okay, that's how we're gonna get started. Fruition and the realization of dreams. Who is this message for? Who is this message for? Who is this message for? We got fruition and realization of dreams. This deck I'm using is a Diablo deck. It is incredibly large and hard to work with. So I'm just gonna try to pick one guy here from the middle. We got the Nine of Swords, okay? Now we are talking about someone who has been imprisoned. I see a lot of chains over here. I see a big old demon. And it's got some kind of aura by its hands. I think we're talking about control. And there is a bunch of swords if you look down here. Like a lot of people handing those words. That was on a reverse. So we're going to take on the context that you need to make sure that you got to get out of the funk. You need to get out of that mental cage. This is somebody who has been overthinking. Somebody who probably has gone through a whole lot of battles. And that's how we need to get out of it. Okay. What are the influences that we have for this person who has been on a mental cage? See over here. We got a tower. So this is most likely some sort of problem that has happened for you in your life, that you just cracked your foundation. It cracks everything that you do have. And it seems that if you look a little bit closer over here, you're gonna see there's a whole shadow. And then there's like this huge figure just holding the tower from the other side, from behind, right? And then you got a bunch of people falling. There is a crown falling. So somebody has lost their crown. Just remember, your mind can be your biggest enemy at times. Your mind can be your biggest enemy at times. We don't always have to be completely thinking about things all the damn time, because at one point you will start focusing on the wrong things. Okay, we got the Five of Pentacles on the reverse. Usually we talk about um, poverty or sickness, but since this is on the reverse, you see somebody lurking in the shadows here as well. I believe you probably have seen, or you probably have noticed, I'm seeing a whole lot of shadows in this thing already. Okay, you have probably noticed that you may have people behind you or behind the scenes who are sabotaging your plans. Okay, or maybe you had a tower moment that you have noticed that there was someone or a group that have been behind the scenes. We also got the Star card, which is the confirmation that you can still reach your potential, but you don't necessarily have to put up with all of those shadows that are behind the scenes trying to get you out of your way. You do have a choice. This is not definitive, but you do have a choice. You do have a choice. What else do we need to know over here? I'm gonna throw an oracle card here pretty quick. We got the Hermit on the reverse. I think you most likely, excuse me, after a tower moment happens, we all go through this moment of reclusion. And then we do use those moments of reclusions to assess the situation, to see what is going on, or who did this, or why it happened. You're always got to be asking yourself why. But once you finally get that figured out, you need to get out of isolation. The more time you spend isolated, the less opportunities of things happening for you will actually, they will not come. You will need to go outside. Your manifestations will need to happen once you get outside in the world. A pretty little friend of mine, a good friend, likes to tell me you need to go outside a little more and go see people and go change things around. What are we looking for in this reading? Divine power. You do have the divine power to get anything you want. You do have the divine power to get anything you want. You just got to put yourself into it. A lot of people will try to, get you out of the path, but it is up to you to stay on it. You got scandal happening as well. And that's the worst part about actually starting to be successful. People will get jealous. People will try to, push you the most as they can until you like a scandal can actually happen. So stay on your horse. Stay on your horse. Stay in place. Because that's what happens when you're successful. People will come for you. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. What is this person should be looking for in order to get through the realization of their dreams? What should be looking at? You got Seven of Pentacles on the reverse. Check on your management skills. You know, this is usually, if you look at the original picture on the normal Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles is usually when you are constantly feeding what you have and having your projects, your work grow. You can see he's got his little pitchfork. He's actually caressing this little demon lady over here. If you have not been getting what you need, you may need to start assessing what you have and find out what is actually important to you. Where is this money bleeding at? Where is this project bleeding at? Do I have somebody who may be talking shit? You know what I mean? You got King of Pentacles. Try to meet someone who's actually very not profitable. Profitable wouldn't be the right word, but I would say somebody who knows how to manage their finances. Somebody who looks or feels very abundant. Somebody centered, grounded. Try to find an advice from that kind of person. You may be able to see someone. If that card is showing up for you, you surely do have someone around you who may be able to, mentor you and give you the ropes on how to grow. Two more cards, please. What will be the most likely outcome and what we'll need to do in order to get there? Okay, we got Ten of Pentacles on the reverse. So you may lose everything you got. You see over here, like it looks like this card is full of creatures and demons and whatever. But if you look, you got a little guy over here, a servant, kind of kissing the ring. You just gotta be careful. As I said, you gotta be careful on your alliances. You gotta be careful in what are you thinking or what are you overthinking, to not get out of your path. Okay, and that one just jumped out. Just be careful with your finances. Just be careful with your alliances. And then we just got the Four of Cups. You see a man meditating. A monk meditating while all the other cups are getting filled. Look out at your relationships that you may have at the moment. And try to make sure your cups are filled. Don't be giving away all of your cups and your ideas. Okay? So in order to not lose everything, make sure you're watching for your relationships. Make sure you're not getting bored. Try to keep it exciting. All right, just so a quick recap. We were talking about fruition and the realization of dreams. We started with a Nine of Swords as somebody who's overthinking, somebody who's on a mental prison. It shows that we had a tower moment at the moment that you have lost all the foundation that you had. Okay. They may have been due to sickness or maybe a bad deal on your business, you know, or somebody behind the shadows who was constantly, trying to chip on your confidence. Just to know that you still do have your wish fulfillment. Whatever you're waiting for, you still have your wish fulfillment. It's still here. You still got the star. But in order for that to happen, do not become the hermit. Go out more. Go see nature. Go see people. Go talk to other people. Once you finally get that started, you may be unmotivated that things are not actually walking or things are not actually growing. But if you give up and move on to something else, you're gonna have to start from zero. So you have the choice to stay and improve yourself or start something new. But if you stay, you can always keep doing it, right? You may think that's not actually happening, but find someone who may already be successful, who may have some experience. Consult with them. Once you consult with them, you will finally, you might be able to figure it out why this business is not happening or this matter is not working out for you. Now remember, you got the divine power. And be watching for scandals. Because the more success you get over time, people will come after you. People will get jealous or envious. And that's unfortunately human nature. That's completely normal. I mean, not normal, but it will happen. So, in order to not lose everything you got, okay, in order to not get everything you already have gone and broken, I mean, you already had a tower moment, anyways, but in order to get out of that situation, you will need to stay concentrated. You will need to meditate on things. You will need to look out for your relationships and don't get bored about it. Don't keep your eyes closed necessarily. Think about it, but keep your eyes open. Okay. With that said, I hope this message has resonated with somebody out there. If you want to help me out, you can visit my website, sinfulthreads.com. This is pretty much a silly apparel store that I made a little while ago. So I'm not asking you to send me money, but if you want to help me somehow, you can always buy a shirt. That will help you and it will help me as well. Okay, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.